Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be playing a ranked game in the finals, and I'm going to talk through my thought process and explain why I am making all of the decisions that I am making. So I'm solo queuing, I have got a heavy and a medium on my team, and I myself am playing medium because I did a light version of this and I did a heavy version of this, and now I'm doing the medium version of this, and we're playing on Skyway Stadium. And we're just loading into the game. One thing I will say is I am planning on doing a series where you all have a chance to be featured on the channel, so just send me clips of your best plays. The first video is just going to be like top 10 plays in the final, so send me anything that you're proud of, like team wipes or something silly or funny happening. I'll have more on this in the description down below, but now I'm going to get back to the video. So we're going to Vault 2 here, just because it's closer. It's always good to go to the one that's closer. And here I see this team. I don't want to engage with them, but unfortunately I do start getting killed by this guy, and that's just a little bit unlucky. My team picked a different jump pad than I, so I should have been a little bit more aware of that, and it's not a fantastic start. But I am going to get rezzed here, I think anyway. A teammate throws a dome shield, or they thought about throwing a dome shield, and then I get defibrillated by the medium. So 2 mediums is very, very good. 2 mediums and a heavy, and 2 heavies and a medium are both very, very good. Heavy's fighting, I'm just healing them. I've got the healing beam on, and I've got the sonar grenades on, as well as the zipline, and then obviously defibrillator. So I'm playing like a very, very supportive medium here. It's quite like, that's how I like to play my medium. And basically, you just want to really play with your team a lot as a medium. Like, the heavy can really kind of go out on their own and kind of lead his team. The light, you have to kind of go around to the other side of where your team is fighting. With the medium, you just want to stay with the team. And here, we're kind of pushing into this area. This vault has just been left here. I threw my sonar grenades there to try and find out where the enemies were. They didn't, like, bloop anyone. They didn't ping anyone. So I'm just going to get this vault, and I'm going to put it into the cash out for that extra 2,000 cash. There's no point there, like, looking for the team or anything. You might as well just start the cash out, and look, now we're in first place because we have the extra 2,000 cash there. So I destroyed the zipline. If you didn't know, you can melee hit ziplines twice to break them. It's much, much faster than shooting them. So that's something to keep in mind as well. They're just 2 melee hits, and any zipline will get destroyed. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And here we're just waiting for purple to show up, so I guess I might skip to that. Well, I would if it didn't happen right there. So I throw a sonar grenade here, because I'm pretty sure he's underneath the stairway, but just in case, I threw a sonar grenade. My aim was absolutely awful there, and he ended up getting the assist. I almost died, actually, but I didn't. My teammates came to help me out. I did ping it as well. Pinging stuff is very, very useful, and I think we do it a lot in this game, which is good. But even if it's like kind of obvious where someone might be, just pinging it to be like as precise as possible is always going to be very, very good, especially when you're solo queuing like this, and especially when you're not using voice chat, which I'm not using either. So I'm solo queuing and not using voice chat. I throw another sonar grenade just because I think someone might still be about. I see a purple, and I go downstairs to kill them, I believe. I don't remember this game very well. We're going to find out what happens together. Teammate pings. Pinging is very, very good. I see them shooting at someone. I don't really know who they're shooting at, so I just switched to my healing beam. You're going to see me switching between my healing beam and my actual gun a lot in this game. The healing beam is basically just like a secondary weapon, or a primary weapon, and the AKM is like a secondary weapon almost, but they're both very, very good, and you just want to be switching in between them a lot, especially if you're playing a medium like as extra supportive. So here someone tries to steal the cash out, and it's not the biggest issue because 2 of their teammates are dead, right? Or 1 of their teammates are dead anyway. I don't know where they went. I hear the team wipe sound though, and I can see in the top left that purple has been wiped, so I just get the cash out. That would have been a very, very good play by purple if they just waited a bit more. But if they had waited a bit more, we probably would have gone up to the cash out a bit more, just to make sure no one could do that. But because they didn't do it at the last second, we were just able to steal it. So if they waited a bit more, then they would have got the cash out, right? But we also might have gone back to it when there wasn't much time left. So it's just good to keep in mind that it's always very, very good to stay near the cash out, especially when there's not much time left on it. We were near enough to it there to take that person out and then also steal it back, so that was good. And now we're just going to Vault 3 because it looks like it's closer and it's just opened up. And someone starts shooting at us here. This is a bit of a weird fight, actually. I see a light come through, right? And I managed to get that kill. And then I see my teammates fighting another light. I know that light's there somewhere. And I see him go invisible. I'm hoping I would be able to take him out. Both my teammates die here. So I'm pretty sure it's me versus this light. And sonar grenades are very, very good against light. So I throw one of those to make sure he doesn't come through that door without me seeing him. I am wary of him being to my right-hand side, though. I throw it again, and then I see him, and he's gone that way. I know that he's got a double-barrel shotgun. I really don't think he's going to finish me off there at long range. So I just res a teammate, and then that teammate ends up getting that kill, and then we can res safely because purple has been wiped. So when you're playing against lights as a medium, sonar grenades are very, very good, and it's always good to keep in mind the weapons that your opponent has. I knew I would be safe there running away from that light, just because they didn't have a, they only had a double-barrel shotgun, right, and it doesn't have much range. So I knew there was enough distance between me and them to not die, and then I knew I'd be able to get teammate up, and then we did win the fight. And there, I accidentally opened my AMD software. I just pressed the wrong button and it opened, and then I had to close that real quick. There is also a bug I've noticed where sometimes your mouse just stops working and you have to press the Windows button and go back into the finals. I don't know what that's about, but I've encountered that bug a lot as well. You might actually see it in this game even. Anyway, you didn't need to know that, but there you go. So now we're just at D. Is this D? I think it's a D, and we're going to wait for the next fight. So here we are at D. No one actually ended up coming to D, so, you know, we just end up getting a free cash out there, basically. Teammates start running away here, and you do just want to be careful that you don't run away too soon. Like there, if I ran as well, it might have been possible for someone to steal that. So I throw a sonar grenade just to make sure no one's there, and then I go with my teammates, and now obviously we have it, so no one else can get it, right? I see someone's died there. I know someone has a mesh shield up there as well on the enemy team. I check the scoreboard to see if any of them are dead, to see if my teammates killed them, and they didn't, and then I just defibrillated my heavy. When you defibrillate someone, it's very, very, very good to heal them. You just want to make sure they're healed after you get them back up, and then that just gets them fully back into the fight. Otherwise, they're going to be at like half health, and that's not going to be fantastic in a lot of situations. I'm healing them here, again, just switching between the AKM and the defibrillator, and the healing beam, and just really using both of them a lot is going to be your best friend as a medium, especially if you're playing the supportive one. I know they're going to peek through there, so I kind of just pinged the totem away. I dodged that RPG a little bit. It did still hit me, but I don't think it did as much damage as it would have. Now I've got the other teammate up, and I'm just going to play like full-on medic right here. I'm going to try and heal my teammates a lot. I don't really want to be in this fight, but I also don't really want my teammates to coin. Saving those coins can be useful. I have got my defibrillator back here. I tried to defibrillate, and I get them up. And then I keep healing them to get them back into the fight. They end up dying. I try and grab my other teammate's totem, and I think I do end up dying here. So that whole fight really didn't need to happen. I probably could have just left it and let my teammates coin, but also there's not much time left in the game, and I was hoping no one would put cash out A in. But unfortunately, someone has put cash out A in now, and we're in second place, so we have to get it, because otherwise we're going to lose. Like, if pink gets it, they're going to have more cash than us. If purple gets it, they're going to have more cash than us. If salmon gets it, it's fine. We'll still play second, but that's a bit risky to just hope that they get it. And also, there's two cash outs now. It's in A and B. I didn't say that before. But there are two cash outs, so we have to get one of them to win, basically, unless salmon gets both, but that's super unlikely. We just need to get one of these cash outs, so we go to B here. A team was fighting here, so we're third partying, which is good. I really think that someone's going to be, like, trying to res their teammates. I go to this room because I think someone might be in there. Sure enough, someone's super low in that room, so that was just kind of lucky, but also I did know that it was quite likely that someone was going to be around the place. Heavy starts getting shot, and then they get a team wipe on that team, which is very nice. And now we've got the cash out. There's not a whole lot of time left on it, and we're just going to defend it for the last 10 seconds. Yeah, so obviously we're going to win this game. They can't really do anything about it right now. And we're probably just going to skip to the next one. So I did kind of take that pointless fight before, but also the game would have just ended if no one had started another cash out, so it was kind of okay, and we still had time to get to the next cash out afterwards. But you do want to be careful of which of the fights you take, especially when it's not really by an objective. I also could have just not taken that fight. That would have been a good choice as well. I'm going to skip to the next round. So this is round 2. We are at Vault 1, and I made a zipline up to it. I thought the vault was going to be higher up than that. It was just a bad zipline. And I actually saw the enemy team there, but I didn't realize I saw them, and here I actually see them. And I ping them. It's always good to ping where the enemies are, just so your teammates are more aware. One of them dies, and I get the res, and then I heal them up. So once you defibrillate someone, very, very good to heal them up. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot. Teammate dies, and I just straight away go for the other totem. There's no point trying to take the 3v2 here. You don't want a 3v2. You want a 3v3, right? That's going to increase your chances of winning the fight. I'm not too sure what happens to the heavy here. They just kind of die, and then I go to res my teammate. Here I really thought I would be able to revive them, but I wasn't looking right enough. I really thought that would work, and now I know that doesn't work, so I just heal them properly. They might have thought I was trolling, but if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I wasn't trolling. I just didn't know that wouldn't res them. Anyway, I'm going to res the heavy now. So a lot of this is just going to be reviving teammates. But that's what you want. Here there is a mine on that totem, so I thought I was going to blow up, so I tried to throw it away, and then someone RPGs me, and then the mine blows up, and I die to the gas. So the range on the mines isn't great, so sometimes you can just pick up totems and just take them with you and the mine doesn't blow up. Sometimes they do. They're a little bit inconsistent. It didn't blow up until the guy RPG'd me, and then it blew up because of the RPG. Then I died to the gas. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but we did end up getting team wiped there. So we're going to respawn, and we're going to go to the cashout, most likely. Someone marks Vault 2 here, but you don't really want to go to Vault 2, because if you put that into A, it's just going to be very far behind. You want to put this into B, and you just want to go to B here, because it's better to go to the cashout that's put in first, normally. I mark 2, but then I changed my mind, because B is just closer, and it makes more sense to go to B. Here, I get shot a lot. Yeah, I get shot a lot here, and then I kind of just have to try and push in with my teammates even though I'm low. I see they're getting shot, and I can heal them through the window. If you didn't know you could do that, now you know you can do that. I think they're in here, and they are in there. I just make sure my teammate is healed, and then I take them on. I get them super low here, and then I run away. If you don't know if you're going to win the fight or not, just get out of the fight. There's no point taking like a 50-50 chance. I got them low, they got me low, and then my teammate ended up killing him. Just leave it to your teammate sometimes. I know there's a guy out there. Another sonar grenade is always good. You do want to kind of spread them out sometimes, but here is when the fight is happening. It's happening now, so it's okay to throw the sonar grenades. I'm healing my teammate while they destroy the turret, and then I end up killing this guy. I accidentally had my healing beam out there, so you do want to make sure you've got the right gun out. I'm not trying to heal the enemy team. I should be trying to kill them. And one thing you'll see me doing a lot in this game is healing teammates rather, while they're taking damage. So a couple of seconds ago, one of my teammates tried to destroy an enemy turret, and while he was destroying it, I was shooting him. I was healing him, rather. Well, I was shooting him with a healing beam. But that's because it, like, negates the turret damage, and that's a very, very good thing you can do with a healing beam. I expect this guy to be low, and I do end up finishing them off, and that is a team wipe, so I'm safe to revive my teammates normally. So that was a pretty good fight. Lots of healing, a bit of reviving, and that's how you play the medium, just healing and reviving. And then I did switch to the AKM when I needed to. I kind of used my healing beam more there, though. So it is just very, very good to have the healing beam on and offer loads of support to your team. But as I was saying, they were getting shot by the turret. One of my teammates were getting shot by the turret, and I was healing them through the turret damage. And that just gives them time to kind of do what they want to do, and it also helps them, like, not get out of the turret, and then the turret's still there. You know, I end up getting blown up by a mine there a little bit, and now we're going to try and go to A. We could go to the other vault here, or you can just go to A, and we ended up going to A, and we're going to try and get this one as well. Teammates see someone down there, they start shooting them. I couldn't really see them until there, and I don't have the best aim with the AKM recoil pattern. It did get slightly changed, so I am still getting used to it a little bit. It goes a little bit lefty-righty, and I'm used to going up and downy because of the... In the beta, it went uppy-downy. You didn't need to know that, but now you know that. So we're going to push here. There is a bridge, and it's always good to press the button on the bridge to make it the way you want to. I press it so it goes down, but then teammate places a jump pad, and I just use that instead. I shoot that guy, and I'm probably going to defibrillate my teammate here. I probably could have just done it sooner, but I took a couple of shots at enemies. Sometimes it's good to take a couple of shots at enemies in case they end up being super low, and then you can just finish them off really quickly. I get that guy super low. Hopefully my heavy is going to take him out, and I think they do here. I try and jump to get the kill, but I just assume they've got the kill here. When you see a dome shield, it's always very, very good to just destroy it. They really don't have much health. This got even more nerfed in the most recent patch, so, like, just destroy the dome shield when you see it. And here I end up dying. I tried to push through there hoping there was like a wall so I could get to safety and try and heal up. There wasn't a wall, it was just them, and I ended up dying, so that was just a bad push by me, and having some map knowledge in a lot of situations is really going to help you out there. If I knew there was a wall there, or if I knew there wasn't a wall there, I wouldn't have done that and I probably wouldn't have died. Here my heavy is resing one of the mediums, well, the other medium, and that's just going to be good. You don't want a 1v3 here. You want to just get everyone up, even if it means they get the cash out, because like if they tried to go for the cash out there, they just wouldn't have had time to get it, you know? I mark Vault 4 because I want to open it for that 1,000 cash and then put it in for that 2,000 cash, and I end up getting killed on the jump pads, and I think my teammates are probably going to res me here. Heavy throws a dome shield, tries to shoot the guy that's up top, and my other teammate is going to res me. Heavy tries to RPG someone, I'm getting revived, and now we all join up in this room. So when one of your teammates go away, it's probably going to be a good idea to follow them, and we do all end up being alive here. Vault 4 is right there. I don't know, I went the wrong way there, and now we're going to go and open it. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen now. I have this gas thing. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, though. Like, I just put it in the corner of the room. It's better to have those barrels and place those barrels in, like, the cash-out room. There's not really so much point in the vault room. I throw a sonar grenade. They're very, very good to throw and just see who's around. And now we know that, like, the full team of orange is coming. I throw another one because they're still going to be around here. Again, it is good to space them out a little bit more. I think I might have a tendency to throw them quite quickly. I see a teammate is dead. I was trying to heal that one, so now I'm going to try and revive this one. Again, just playing full-on support as a medium can be very, very good. I'm healing them. I get to cover while I'm healing them. They're also using the mesh shield, so that's good. And now I'm healing my other teammate as well. And now I'm going to just kind of push in with them a little bit more because we're all on full health. I just go to grab the vault here. I want to put it in. I want to get that 2,000 cash. I use the zipline, and then I'm going to take the vault with the zipline. This is called bunny hopping. Oh, I didn't do it. Never mind. That is not called bunny hopping. That is called using a zipline. Anyway, we're going to put this into D. And my teammates are coming. One of my teammates stays a bit far away here. Again, you can destroy a zipline with 2 melee attacks. I see an orange coming, and I just retreat. If you see like someone on a different team, it's quite likely that their teammates are close by. And I just join up with my heavy, my medium rather, and then I kind of ping this area so my heavy tries to come back. I get this orange low. They get me low, and I can see 2 more are on the roof. I'm trying to heal up my teammate, and they come back for heals. So a bonus of playing medium and constantly using the healing beam is that people are probably going to come to you for health a lot of the time, and that just keeps all of the team together more frequently, especially if you're solo queuing. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. I do end up dying, though. Both of my teammates are dead. No, 2 of us are dead. And this is the medium. He tries to defibrillate here, and unfortunately he doesn't get it. And this is pretty bad, because now we were in second place for a second, meaning we were going to lose the game after Salmon got the cash out. But that doesn't happen, because Orange gets wiped at well, so we're actually still in first place. And also, Orange gets wiped because of the gas. And now we're still going to have this cash out. So we've still got this cash out, and that is good. But I think someone's going to steal it. Yeah, so Orange got wiped, and then a different team is going to be there. They're trying to steal A, and this is exciting for me as well, because I genuinely don't remember what happens here. So we're going back to A, because we want to steal it back. We don't want the team to get it. They have it now. Pink has it, and we want Pink to not have it. We want to get this cash out, because otherwise we're not going to win. Yeah, unless Salmon gets it. If Salmon gets it, it's okay. If anyone else gets it, it's not good. So either Salmon or us have to get it for us to win. So that's a good thing to keep in mind as well. You don't want to shoot at all of the teams. You just want to shoot at some of the teams sometimes. Like, if this was Salmon stealing it, we wouldn't want to kill them. But here, we do end up just getting it. Again, using the healing beam to heal teammates through stuff like this gas damage really does just help you win the game sometimes. Like, if we didn't have the healing beams there, if we weren't healing that heavy, they would have just died, and then we wouldn't have got it, right? So, healing beam is very, very, very useful for that. Like, be it a turret or some fire damage or gas damage, it's very, very good to heal teammates through that stuff. So, now we're going to go on to the next fight. So, this is round 3, and we are going to Vault 2. And I use the zipline just to keep all my teammates together and to get there faster. Using a zipline with your teammates especially is going to be very, very good. And then I throw a sonar grenade and I can see where they are. I'm going to grab this barrel and try and throw it in. A heavy throws a barrel at me with 2 C4 on it and I die. And then I get defibrillated, so I'm back in the fight. And I'm going to throw another sonar grenade, and then I'm going to heal my teammate. I think that they're going to know where I am now, because they would have seen the healing beam. I try and take someone out, and I do end up dying. And then I think we get team wiped here. Let's see. Heavy is in there. He's trying to shoot at something, and he gets shot in the back a bit. Tries to throw a dome shield, and then he gets shot in the back again. So we do end up getting team wiped there. There wasn't a lot the heavy could do. They could have just ran away, but that fight also wasn't the most important fight in the world, so it's kind of okay. On to the next. We are going to cash out A now, because both of the vaults are in cash out A, so that's a 20,000 cash out right there. It's always a bit weird when both of the vaults are put into the same cash out, but it is what it is, and sometimes you just have to deal with it. So basically, we want to get this, right? Out of the 4 teams, we're the team that wants to get this cash out, and so does everyone else, and we're just going to have to see how it goes. But it's going to be very, very good for us later on in the game if we get this cash out. I'm just kind of chilling here. I'm waiting to see what happens. I see this mine. I kind of know my teammate's going to run into the mine. They do both end up dying. I'm very ready to heal them, though. I res the medium. If you can, it's always good to get the medium up, so then they get the other teammate up as well. Because if you res the medium, then the medium can res the other one really quickly with the defibrillator. So that's good. I try and get them up, and then I don't. Teammate ends up defibrillating. We're both healing the heavy here because they were trying to steal the cash out. So I reload. Always good to keep your guns reloaded. And then I start healing the heavy again. We're both healing them, and they do end up stealing the cash out, and then they die. I throw a sonar grenade, and I do try and use a jump pad to get away a little bit. But unfortunately, we end up getting killed by this guy. Now, I am 90% sure, maybe like 98% sure, that this person is cheating, and we're going to see more of him later on in the game. Phoenix66, by the way, is who I'm referring to, and they're like pretty much just cheating, and I do end up getting killed by them very, very quickly. So we're still trying to defend A, and that guy goes to revive his teammate. Now, sometimes it's good to go to revive your teammate, and sometimes it's better to just get the cash out and then revive your teammate. Here, they should have got the cash out and then revived their teammate. They didn't do that. I don't want to shoot a pink here. I want to defend the cash out. Again, having a bit of map knowledge is very, very good. I get to avoid that person and get to the cash out. There's 2 dome shields here, lots of teams fighting, and I have to, like, prevent this cash out. Gotta aim for the head when you're preventing the cash out as well, because they're standing still. So that's very, very good. And then we do end up getting it. So it's kind of lucky that the enemy team decided to res their teammate first instead of just getting the cash out, and that works to our advantage, and then we do end up getting it, and then we also do get wiped. I played a bit badly there as well. Instead of defibrillating my teammate in the gas and then dying, it would have been better to just grab their totem, get it out of the gas, and then defibrillate them. I didn't really think to do that on the spot though, so I messed up a little bit there, and we do get team wiped, but we got the cash out, so we're in first place by quite a lot. So that's definitely good, and also like no team is really in like a close second, so that's probably going to be quite advantageous for the rest of the match. And now we're going to go to one of the vaults. We are at vault 4 here. A teammate takes some damage. I try and heal him up, and this is, well, I just try and get up to the next window, basically. I follow my heavy. It's probably better to stick next to the heavy rather than the medium, because they've got more health. They're going to be more tanky in a fight. I see my other teammate has downed, and I just go to defibrillate them straight away. Then I heal them to get them back to full health and get them back into the fight. And we see someone over there. Just try and take some shots at them, and now there's going to be a little bit of uncertainty. Vault 3 is over there, and Vault 4 is over there, and Vault 4 is going to go into cash out C in a second. And here, it's very, very good to just always go to the cash out that's first. You do want to go to the cash out that's put in first, because you're going to have to defend fewer fights, and then all of the remaining teams are going to go to the other cash out afterwards, and it's going to be much harder to defend. So there was a little bit of uncertainty there, and then me and a different teammate just both marked it kind of at a similar time, and now there's no more uncertainty. We're going to go to this cash out, and that's just cleared everything up. And then I marked this zipline as well. Always very, very good to mark ziplines too, so your teammates can both use them, and ta-da, now we're all in the same place. So that's good. A little bit of lag here. But you know, that happens. Teammate gets blown up, and this is where we see a bit more of the cheaters. So one of the teammates are dead. I get healed, and then I'm going to heal the other teammate as well. And now we're probably going to go for the totem. I use a bit of goo there. I've kind of messed myself up though. I didn't place it properly, but that's okay. Here I don't want to use the defibrillator. Sometimes it's good to defibrillate, and sometimes it's better to wait. That was a good example of when it was like okay to wait and just save the defibrillator for the next fight. I marked this barrel in case my heavy wants to put C4 on it and then blow it up. They don't. I try and blow up the roof. It was a terrible shot, and my heavy blows up the roof properly. So they throw a dome shield. I'm kind of looking upwards to see where people are. I try and throw a gas grenade, the gas barrel, to see if that does anything. And this is a bit of a just chaotic fight. I don't really know what's happening. They've got a dome shield as well. There's a jump pad I try and take to get upstairs. A teammate is dead. I rest a teammate. And it's just a really chaotic fight here. There's not a whole lot you could do. I do end up getting a kill. Then I die. And then it's our heavy against their full team of 3 because they get defibrillated. So we did get the cash out though. And now we don't have it anymore. So that's just a little bit unfortunate. We don't end up getting it. And it was a very chaotic fight. Some fights are like a bit easier. They're a bit calmer. And you can kind of take your time in them. And you can like choose when you want to push and when you want to go for the kill. And that fight, sometimes you just can't do that. And that was an example of when you can't do that. It was just a very chaotic fight. So here we go to B, just to see if we can get it, and we can't, is the spoiler alert here. I get absolutely murdered by Phoenix66 here, and we just get taken out. Also, it's good to pay attention to the match changers, like low gravity happened there, so I wasn't expecting that, and I just went up like very high when I jumped. So it's always a good idea to pay attention to those as well, because that slightly contributed to my death there. There's 1 minute left in the game. I want to go to this other vault because I want to put it into the cash out. I can see that pink is opening the other one. They're opening vault 5. So purple's open 6. Purple don't want to put that vault in because they just win the game as is. Pink needs to put it in because they're in last place. So here you don't fight. You don't want to fight the people at Vault 5 because you want them to put it into the cash out. They've only got 40 seconds to do it. It's going to be kind of close. So I'm just kind of tailing after them. And here you don't go for the res either. You want your teammates to coin because then you're going to be much closer to cash out A. I get like very messed up by Phoenix66 there. And I just kind of try and stay alive so my teammates can coin, and I do have A marked so that they're aware of what I'm doing. I'm not just leaving them in the dust. They are going to spawn by me now, and I'm already by A. This is just going to be good for the whole team. So sometimes it's good to revive your teammates, and sometimes it is better to just let them coin, which is what's happening here. I grabbed this barrel. It's going to be useful for blowing something up. I try and throw that at A. And I think we do need this cash out to win. Yeah, it really looks like we need this cash out to win. So I blow some stuff up. I try and take some shots at this person. I do end up getting a kill. It's a little bit lucky that they were low, but that was obviously just from like another fight that they had. Try and make that jump, and I just miss. And here I'm probably going to go for the ladder. One of my teammates is dead, and I'm getting shot from behind here. I do just try and defibrillate, and then I try and heal the heavy who is stealing the cash out. The floor ends up dropping. I'm still just trying to heal my teammates a good bit. Always good to keep them happy and healthy. They're shooting at someone, but I'm very low, so I'm happy just healing them here and providing support from a bit of a distance. Heavy tries to steal the cash out, and then they are going to get it. So again, they most likely would have died there if I wasn't healing them. So very, very good to heal them through the cash out, just in case. This guy's trying to steal it, so again, aim for the head when you're trying to prevent a cash out. And now we should have it. There's only 3 seconds left. We do get wiped, but we did do enough, and we do get this cash out. So now it's going to be the final round, and we're playing against Phoenix GG, who had 18 kills in that match. So like, pretty obvious that they're cheating. Someone on Pink did have 10 kills, to be fair. They played quite well. But Phoenix66 is just quite simply cheating. There were a couple of times there where I got shot in the back from miles away. So yeah, you're gonna see more of them in this match anyway. So, it's the final round. We're going to Vault 1. I already know that the enemy is cheating, or they've got one person on their team that's cheating anyway. And I start getting shot here, and I'm just going to try and open Vault 1 and get the game started. I quite like doing that. I go into the wrong building, and I see someone out here, so I decide maybe I don't want to open it. I'm just going to let them open it. I'm getting chased by, I'm pretty sure, the person that's the cheater here, and I'm kind of a bit low. I want to just heal up and run away. They're not really letting me though. Fortunately, they are reloading here, so I get a good bit of damage onto them. And then I die. So this doesn't go great. One thing to note about the cheaters though is I'm trying my best here. Like, you should never give up against cheaters, you know? Especially if it's the final round, you might as well try. And also, it's great for the content if you beat the cheaters, right? So I'm trying here. It's always good to like try against the cheaters. It's not great to give up. There have been a couple of games where we get to like the final round and sometimes teammates just kind of give up because they know they're playing a cheater. You shouldn't do that. You should always just give it your best shot. Especially because sometimes playing against cheaters, like sometimes they don't have the best game sense. That's like why they're cheating, because they're not great at the game, right? So sometimes you can just win off of pure game sense. A lot of this game revolves around game sense. So yeah, it's always good to try your best against cheaters. Anyway, we're going to A here. and I'm probably going to try and place a zipline, which I'm probably going to try and mark for my teammates. I notice I'm very far ahead here. When you're far ahead, just hang back a second. Just let your teammates catch up with you. You want to go in together as a team. I get demolished there. I'm very low after a few seconds. I was standing still, but I was quite far away, and, you know, the Lewis gun has a lot of recoil to it, so, you know. Anyway, I see one of my teammates are dead. I assume the other one is going to go res. They get absolutely demolished. I try and run away a little bit here, and then I'm very, very low. I try and get away a bit more. I try and defibrillate here. I don't end up doing it properly. When you're using the defibrillator, just make sure you, like, it takes a bit of getting used to, and I just didn't do it properly there. I'm still trying to run away, and they end up getting a crazy shot here across the stairway, so didn't go so well. I'm going to skip to the next fight. So we are going to cash out A. It's the only thing we can go to, and I'm probably going to place another zipline. I'm going to place it in a place where my teammates can use it. And here you just got to go for it, right? I know this person isn't cheating because I know what the cheater looks like. I know their skin. We end up getting a kill there. I'm reloading here, and this is the other heavy. I do end up taking them out. So now it's just the cheater. Now it's all of us against the cheater, and my heavy is going to probably try and get the steal, or it's the medium. I'm not actually sure. I can't see because the editor is small. I think it's the medium that got that. But they stole the cash out, so, like, that's very, very good because the game revolves around the cash out. The cheater isn't here to back up his team. I don't know what he was doing, but, like, we get this cash out, so that's a good start. And now we are in the lead. The rest of the game is not going to go so well, though. We go for Vault 2 here, and I'm going to skip to when the next thing happens. Oh, it's here? Is it here? Yeah, someone starts getting shot now. I can see in the bottom left my teammate is a bit low. We're just ready to open Vault 2. I see someone coming across. I'm going to try and shoot them. That is the cheater. So my teammate and I are shooting at him. That's how he died so quickly. And he was shooting at our heavy, who was, like, behind him. So we ended up just shooting him in the back there, and we did end up killing them. So, you know, that just kind of shows cheaters are not invincible. You can kill them. It's just probably going to be quite hard to. I grabbed the vault. I placed the zipline, and this is a bit of a risky zipline, but I do end up reacting in time. Then my teammate reacts in time as well, so that's a bit lucky. You gotta watch out where you place those ziplines, because you don't want to place them in the wrong place, and then your whole team just dies to fall damage. It's not going to be great, so just be careful of that too. I went the wrong way there. Having map knowledge is very good, and I know this map, like, well, but I didn't know that section of the map that well. I end up getting really killed a lot here. And then I just managed to get away, and I want to put this into cashout B just to get the game started. So I'm being wary, just checking to see if they're behind me. They don't end up landing any shots there. And I try and throw it into the cashout. I don't, and then I just put it in. And I'm going to try and res my teammate here. Again, having the full team alive is going to be very, very good. And I try and shoot this person, and then I realize it's the cheater, and then I just try and slide to cover, but the hacks are too powerful, and I just die. And then it's just the heavy left. Oh, it's the medium left. And they place the APS turret, and then they go and chill in a corner, I believe. So this is good. Sometimes you don't want to res. Sometimes you do just want to wait for the coin, which is kind of what they're doing. They're waiting for the heavy's cooldown, and now they're going to coin. Also, because of all of our previous games, we have a lot of coins, right? You really do want to just save the coins for the final round sometimes, or at least round 3. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. Don't coin so much in the games earlier on, especially when you don't have to, or especially when a teammate is going to revive you, because those coins do add up, and they do really make the difference sometimes in the final game. So I die as soon as I get revived. Heavy is trying to go for this cheater here. He almost kills him, but then, you know, we remember that there's two other teammates on the enemy team, so that's a bit unfortunate. There's the cheater and then the enemy team. So it's a little bit unfortunate. They kind of circle around, and they do just grab the totem, try and get it to safety, and I start getting revived, and we're going to find out what happens together. I get revived. I don't defibrillate here, because my heavy got me up safely, so I think I'm going to get my teammate up safely as well, and that means I'm going to have the defibrillator if I need it in this fight. So that was like a conscious decision. It's very, very good to not use the defibrillator sometimes, but unfortunately it doesn't matter. Cheater is behind, and he just ends up taking 2 of us out with 1 clip of the Lewis gun, and then we end up dying. So there wasn't a whole lot we could do here. There's not a whole lot we could do with this match, really, but again, it is good to try your best, which is also why I'm showing this whole game. Like, even though it's against a cheater, and even though we're probably not going to win, you can still try your best, and I can still, you know, kind of teach you something from this. Anyway, I'm going to skip to the next fight. So we are at Vault 3. I open it. We just spawned super close to it, and now we've got it open. Teammate gets deleted here, and then I'm probably going to get deleted as well. One teammate left. And what's going to happen here? They're very much in a corner. There's not a whole lot they can do, and they do just end up dying. So that's a super quick fight. Sometimes you just really can't do much, especially when you're playing against someone that's cheating. You know, and sometimes it just sucks, but that's how it is. And I'm going to skip to the next fight. So we're going to cashout C here. Whoever gets this wins the game. It'd be really nice to win this. I really want to win this game when I'm playing it because, you know, I'd win against the cheaters, which is always just, there's always a little bit of extra satisfaction knowing that you've beat a cheater. But, you know, we're going to have to see how it goes. And I'm healing my heavy. This is a bit of a weird fight. We're just trying to kind of pick them off from afar. I'm healing my heavy. They're probably healing their teammates as well. I see my teammate is dead. I decide to res them. I could either stick with my heavy there and let them coin, or just go to res them. I do go to res them. And there I grab their totem and then defibrillate. I don't want to step out into the cheaters' like line of sight there. So I do just go for the res. And I get their totem first and then revive them. I end up getting a couple of shots on the cheater there. Sometimes just getting a couple of shots against an enemy is good so they don't start their health regeneration. And then I make the mistake of coming out of the exact same place again, and I do end up just getting deleted. Teammate tries to flank here, and they end up dying as well. It was a nice try and like catch everyone off guard because, you know, the past times we've killed the cheater, it was when we were shooting them in the back, so they kind of tried to do that there. Didn't end up working. And now it's just the heavy left, and they're probably trying to wait an extra 10 seconds for the cooldown so we can coin, and we're going to see what happens together. We're in this together. So they peek out there. The enemies might have seen them. I just coin because it's good so that we don't get team wiped. There's not a whole lot of time left in the game. I think about resing there. I whip the defibrillators out. There's not really enough time for me to res and then get the cash out. We just have to kind of go straight for the cash out. I'm the only one left on the team. There's really not a whole lot I can do here. I try and make that jump, and you can't make that jump. I try and go upstairs, and I kind of know that we've lost this game. I don't have enough time to steal the cash out. So, you know, it was a game against cheaters. They had 15 kills at the end of the game. It's very clear cheating. I didn't have any kills, but I did have a lot of support anyway, and we all died a bunch, and I had 3 assists though. So yeah, that was a good game. I'm so close to gold here. I'm like 5 FP away from gold. It's actually 5 FP away from gold right here, so that was a little bit annoying. But yeah, that was a game against someone that was cheating. The developers in their latest patch, or recently anyway, the developers said that they made major changes to their anti-cheat. I'm not seeing it. I've encountered a good few cheaters since they said that, so, you know, that was just another game where there was another cheater. But we tried our best, and, you know, it's always a little bit, like, extra educational when it's against a cheater anyway, so there you go. So we did get 1 out of 3 of the cash outs, so it's not like we did awfully. We did do okay. But the cheater team obviously just did better. I will also say that you should go and check out the stuff in the description if you want to be featured on the channel and send me those clips. You can if you like. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.